that this is an extremely important topic you're talking about, especially from an artist point of view. I think what's on most artists' minds is this: where do you build your posse? I think that's the key question. Is it with record companies still? Is it with publishing companies? Who's it with? What do you guys from the business suggest an artist do to help build their posse and clout to get heard? Who do they join? Who do they support? What do they get active in, you know, as an artist to help build their posse around them?
Sensational question.
Great question, Greg. Well, you know, to go back to the description earlier about the sort of equilibrium that we were in, I think we had you know, for many decades, we had a great equilibrium with a balance between collectives where, as Eddie said, creators have a voice in the collectives. There's always a huge role in a marketplace for companies. So I think you have to have a marketplace. You're in a marketplace. You have to have the protection of a collective, and both have to work for you. I think what's happening right now is that I don't think there's so much. Somebody said earlier, an attack on collectives. I don't think the collectives are being overtly attacked by the large companies. I think what the large companies are doing are doing is what companies do and businesses do, and by the way, individuals do as well. And that is they're looking after their own self-interest, and they're looking for the shortest line between them and the dollar, and they're looking to keep as many of the dollars as possible in their pocket. We're in an era now where collectives absolutely, utterly have to demonstrate their value, or people are gonna blow by them. And so the best way you can strengthen a collective is to stick with it, join it, get involved, have your voice heard, do what you're doing here today, get informed, and use the multiplication power of the SAC, because the SAC has a voice at the collective, overtly and subtly, and so, you know, it's a multiplier effect, and band together like you are, and insist that your collectives stay on the cutting edge of their industry, and so that they don't slide into irrelevancy, and then everybody, including the next generation of creator, blows by them. You know, I say a lot around the board at SOCAN that our biggest, with my SOCAN hat on, but this goes for a lot of the industry, our biggest threat is something like YouTube, where if you're, say, 14 years old today, creating music on your laptop in your bedroom, you post it on YouTube, goes viral. YouTube hands you a check for $100,000, and then SOCAN, you pop up in SOCAN's radar, and so the membership people come contact you and say, "Hey, you should join SOCAN." And the kid would say, "What for?" "Well, we'll get you paid from, you know, we'll get you paid." "Well, I just got a check from YouTube." "Well, we can get you another 4% or whatever." And the kid might yawn, and then a better argument comes up: "We'll get you paid from radio." And the kid might say, "I don't want to be on radio." And next thing you know, you got a generation of people who have a direct relationship with Google and the audience that felt they didn't need the collective. So it's incumbent on everybody in the value chain and going down the road to demonstrate the value, I think.
Absolutely. Jean Robert?
There's a great French publisher, Max Enfou, told me at some point an artist nowadays should do 3 things in life. He should write songs and get involved in playing live for sure, but he should also take care of his own business for another third. And the last third, he should involve this time into general interest. He should get involved with the collectives. He should get involved with associations and unions, because that's, I mean, these structures don't run by themselves. We need people to get involved in them, and we need fresh blood all the time, and particularly nowadays that the challenges are so high.